Wife realizes her husband is a suspected mass killer. I stream every day. Twitch.tv/FreeJamat. Sub up, nigga. We just hit affiliate.
Hello.
We gotta run it up. All 2020.
I know you know what's going on and why you were here. Okay? I know you were talking on the phone with your husband right now. We're investigating a murder. Okay? I know you were talking on the phone with your husband.
This is...
Hold up. My audio. Hello?
Ermelinda Palomo, a 50-year-old woman. She's about to realize that in less than 24 hours, her fiancé has become involved in a brutal and complex murder case. On September 17th, the Romeoville police in Illinois received two separate calls.
Like this.
The first was from Rihanna, who
Lower
reported that she had been trying to contact her sister,
right
Zoraida Bartolome, but hadn't heard back from her or her husband, Alberto Roland. A short while later, Zoraida's mother called the police with a similar concern.
I'm calling for my daughter, Zoraida Bartolome. She lives on Concord Avenue, Romeoville, Illinois. And we haven't heard from
what the fuck?
her or her husband or her children during the whole day. No answering the phone. If somebody can go by the house and check them. Because the husband, they called from his work that he didn't show up to work. And he never, he's always at work.
A short while later, the police arrived at the couple's home on the 500 block of Concord Avenue to conduct a welfare check. No one answered the door, and there were no signs of movement inside the house.
Turn off the light.
I got a TV knocked over and a
Turn off the light.
Table knocked over.
How about? No, I don't
Nothing in this room.
I'm saying the lights are off. It's 9 o'clock on a Sunday.
And no, there's lights on.
You seen that motherfucker red though?
See it through that.
Go in the backyard.
When the officers entered the backyard and decided to go in through the porch, they found something they weren't prepared for.
Yeah. This one's open. Oh God.
I need more units here. Hold this.
Yep.
Use me.
Nigga dead.
You guys hold the front, okay? From a position of cover, please. I don't know if anybody's in there or not.
This shit deep. I don't know how much I can control around on this reaction.
Corey, cover this door. This window. Fuck, this lights is dead. God damn it. Doors open. Alright. Romeo, please, anybody here? Move up. Romeo, please, anybody here?
Body.
Inside, police discovered a horrifying scene, the bodies of an entire family.
Damn!
Roland, 38. Zoraida Bartolome,
No, I was hoping they
32,
killed the
and
kid.
Two young sons, 9-year-old Adriel
No!
and 7-year-old Diego, had all been shot to death with a 9mm gun. Even the family dogs had been killed.
No! What the fuck?
They maintain their yard. I never saw the kids out front. I only heard them in the back.
The police investigation began immediately. This couple had no criminal history, no financial or work-related issues, and had just bought this home in April of the same year to start a new life. Zoraida worked for an engineering company in Glendale Heights, while her husband was employed at a local liquor distribution company.
Investigation leads police to believe this happened between 9 p.m. on Saturday and 5 a.m. on Sunday morning.
Investigators found shell casings from a 9mm pistol, overturned furniture, and abandoned spray-painted profanity, an attempt to stage the crime as random. Alberto, awake during the attack, was shot in the hallway while trying to reach his family. The intruder gunned him down before killing Zoraida and their sons as they slept. With no murder weapon in the house, it was clear this was a targeted attack, not a murder suicide.
They slept through the gunshot?
And Romeoville police still very tight-lipped about a possible motive for the violence.
Detectives questioned Zoraida's co-workers and uncovered a crucial lead. She had been receiving threatening messages for weeks, warning that her life and her family were in danger. They also learned that Zoraida had been secretly involved with a co-worker, Nathaniel Huey Jr., 32, for nearly 4 months. Her husband,
we know how this shit gonna go. Homeboy wife was getting thrashed. Nigga, the dude was like, yo, you either gonna pick me or your husband. She picked her husband because of the family. The nigga came through and
Alberto was aware,
did what he had to
but
do.
had agreed to stay for the sake of their children.
Well, not what he
the
had
threat
to do.
started shortly.
Oh, wait, what?
Alberto was a Huey Jr., 32, for nearly 4 months. Her husband, Alberto, was aware, but had agreed to stay for the sake of their children.
Oh, okay, never mind.
The threat started shortly
I don't know
after
that. I
Zoraida
don't know why he
began
did that
seeing
shit.
Nathaniel, escalating over time as she ignored them. The messages warned that she, her children, and Nathaniel were in serious danger. A week before the murders, Alberto also started receiving similar
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck he did that shit then.
threats.
So, what can you tell us?
Also started receiving
This will be the last I say this, Alberto. This stupid girl will be the reason you
Similar
have
threats.
no children.
So, what can you tell us?
With mounting evidence, Nathaniel Huey Jr. became the prime suspect, the man behind the threats and the brutal murders. Detectives quickly tracked him down at his workplace and brought him in for questioning.
Are you married?
Yeah, but not, yes. But like, we're not
Together, nigga?
didn't go to court, you know, official.
So like church married, but not paper married? I gotta ask. Did you have anything to do with this? Okay. You know I have to ask, and you know that your number is going to be in her phone, and we're going to find your text messages, and we're going to find that stuff, and I want to get a surprise later on that you guys are fighting, or that there was something going on between you two.
Yeah!
Just three of you.
Live on Twitch every day, 2025 summer. God.
I don't know. I mean, did she ever tell you, like, you know, I'm worried, I'm scared of my husband, or I'm worried, I'm scared of a neighbor?
He didn't seem like, but the reason like we were like really like taking everything like really slow because like he just seemed like he was pretty nice, easy going guy, but like it's kind of one of those things of like, you know, she's not happy.
When you say you guys were gonna like move forward, so were you guys like actively looking to try to get a place together or something?
Yeah, so like, you know, it was slow, just kind of like, it's only a couple of months kind of thing. So
Yeah.
like, you know,
Nathaniel and Zoraida's relationship had grown intense. According to witnesses, they saw each other as soulmates. Investigators also found love notes written by Zoraida in Nathaniel's workspace, further confirming their deep connection.
like I said, nothing against my wife, but like just, you know, different connection with someone.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I think affairs are just nasty, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I just felt like really strong.
Detectives knew there was more to Nathaniel's story, and they were certain he knew something crucial. The day before the incident, Nathaniel left work earlier than usual and didn't return after the incident. Nathaniel's stepdaughter described him as paranoid, saying this behavior had only intensified in the weeks leading up to the murders. He often claimed that specific people or organizations were following him and even went as far as protecting his digital devices from being monitored. Another suspicious detail was Nathaniel's business, and he owned a registered security services company that gave him access to various security equipment. Later that afternoon, on September 18th, after speaking with Nathaniel,
This
the
is
police
her
headed to the
wife?
Oakland house. They planned to speak separately with his fiancée to see if they could find any
Fiancé.
more leads.
I know you know what's going on and why you were here. I know you were talking on the phone with your husband right now. We're investigating a murder. We have in our possession some phones, okay? And in those phones, we're doing what it's called a phone dump. We can retrieve those messages.
Okay.
We have retrieved those messages, all right? We've read them. We're pretty clear that somebody's pretty upset at the victim, okay? Is there any way that these text messages are gonna come back to you? Or your name or your phone or anything associated with that? Okay. Why are you scared of him?
Oh, I'm not scared. Well,
Okay. Why are you scared right now?
because when I called him because I was scared, I didn't know where he was. He said, someone's following me.
Okay.
So I called. And then I heard him say, why are you following me? Do you want to search the car? And then someone said to him, there are messages from you, and it's because her husband found out you were having an affair. And I didn't know that.
You didn't know what?
That he was having an affair.
Okay.
And that's a fiance too. They're not even like really married right now.
No.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Tough.
When's the last time that he had an affair? So I know this is not the first time.
No, it's
Word?
not.
Okay.
Hey, my women out there, bro. If your nigga gonna cheat and you take him back, he gonna cheat again, my nigga. He gonna cheat again. Come on,
the last
bro.
time you knew he had an affair?
When we first started dating.
2015?
2015 to maybe 17.
What about a man by the name of Alberto Rolón?
Have I ever heard of a man?
Yeah.
No.
So when we asked your husband if he knew this person, Zoraida, he said, I've never heard that name. Why would he be lying to us?
I don't know. I don't know.
Should I believe him?
I don't know.
What I would like to ask you is...
You almost sent to my man's?
On either Friday or Saturday night, did he go out with his friends?
No.
Did he work?
Friday night? No, he was with me.
Saturday night.
No.
Ermelinda claims that Nathaniel was at home on Friday and Saturday night and couldn't have left the house. She says her daughters are witnesses to this and can confirm it.
Like what we're asking for is consent to get the text messages off your phone between you and her, to Snapchat or whatever it is.
Hold up, my shit.
Is between yours.
My shit freezing, chat.
Trying to eliminate you as a suspect, but
You can get it on the computer.
no, we have to take the phone, we plug it in, we take it out, and we give your phone back.
Look at my nigga's eyes.
The most important evidence the police currently
He did that shit. He did that shit.
currently have are the text messages. These could provide crucial information once the sender and the full story are revealed. The police asked Nathaniel for permission to search his phone and to collect a DNA sample.
How about this? How about I come see you guys later today after work or something like that? Because I got fucking other shit in there that I don't necessarily want you to be like looking at. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. But again,
I promise you, I don't care what you look at.
No, no, it's not like fucking like freak shit.
When questioned by police about the threatening messages to Zoraida,
What you got in your phone, little nigga? You got that CP? You going to jail for CP, my boy?
and Alberto, Nathaniel
CP
claimed
and
he had
murder?
no knowledge of them and there was no evidence linking him to the messages.
I don't mean any disrespect. I promise you that. I'm just saying, like, I think it's just better if, at this point, not speak to a lawyer. This is insane.
it's crazy. Yeah, I get you.
This is-
No, I get you.
However, he had another story to tell. He explained that he too had been receiving similar threatening messages for a long time from unknown individuals who were constantly following and threatening him. Nathaniel claimed the messages were from a Bulgarian mafia group who allegedly monitored his
nigga
every
Rusev?
move, even his
My nigga Rusev?
phone, and knew every detail of his life. As the investigation continued and messages on his phone were examined, to the surprise of the detectives, everything Nathaniel said seemed to be true. This
Oh, shit.
became the most puzzling moment of the case for the detectives. Was there truly a dangerous gang behind all of this? Or had Nathaniel cleverly fabricated the evidence to cover his tracks and avoid getting caught?
Identifying her as 50-year-old Ermelinda Palomo. Palomo, who was named as a person of interest, together with her fiancé, the suspect, traveling down to Oklahoma just days before 4 bodies were found in a Romeoville home.
Security footage revealed a shocking detail. Both Nathaniel and Ermelinda had stopped outside the victim's home. Nathaniel exited the car briefly before getting back in, this time in the passenger seat. Ermelinda had been driving the entire time. The next day, Nathaniel and Ermelinda fled the city without notifying the police. Before leaving, Ermelinda sent a message to her family.
Why would she leave? Why would she leave, though?
Confessing that she was terrified of Nathaniel, but felt she had no choice but to go with him. She pleaded with them to take care of her children. Alarmed by her message, her family quickly reported her as a missing and endangered person. Soon, their photos and the news of their disappearance spread across the media. On September 20th, nearly 600 miles from home, police tracked Nathaniel's SUV using his phone and a license plate reader. They were spotted at a Walmart in Catoosa, Oklahoma, casually shopping for toiletries and leaving the store with smiles. Local authorities were alerted immediately and rushed to the scene. When officers attempted to stop Nathaniel's SUV, he and Ermelinda quickly got in and fled. A high-speed chase ensued, ending when their vehicle crashed into another car and then a concrete median.
Oh, shit.
The SUV caught fire, and gunshots rang out. Ermelinda, wounded, managed to crawl out of the passenger seat and was rushed to the hospital. Inside the car, police found Nathaniel dead. He had shot himself. Despite being taken to the hospital alive, Ermelinda didn't survive.
Oh, shit!
For a year after the incident, police continued their investigation, determined to uncover the truth behind the threatening messages and...
They both died? Nah.
The supposed gang controlling Nathaniel. In 2024, they finally found their answer. The mastermind behind it all, the messages, the fake personas, the paranoia, was none other than Ermelinda.
No! No! Plot twist of the fucking century!
Since 2021, she had been creating fake online accounts, posing as hackers, hitmen, and gang members, all feeding Nathaniel a carefully crafted illusion. She manipulated him into believing he was under constant surveillance and had no choice but to obey. She even installed tracking apps on his phone to reinforce the lie, occasionally using Bulgarian words and dark web references to make it seem real. In the week leading up to the murder, she sent multiple threats to Zoraida and Alberto, hoping to scare them away. But when that failed, she convinced Nathaniel that Zoraida was a mole and would kill him first if he didn't act. Through one of her fake accounts, she helped Nathaniel plan the murder, guiding him on avoiding cameras and staging the crime as a robbery.
Oh my fucking god, my jaw's on the ground. Chat! It was her the whole time?
From a dangerous cartel. He never realized that the entire time he was only talking to Ermelinda. And in the end, police believe he died never knowing the truth.
There are messages from you, and it's because her husband found out you were having an affair.
Yo. What? Oh, what? Yo. Plot twist of the fucking century, my nigga. I'm dead ass. Plot twist of the century, chat. Dead ass. That is crazy. That is crazy, my nigga. That's how you... Hey, I can't clap that. That's crazy. But, yo. My nigga. The whole time it was her. The whole time. Man. So those two... I need more background, though. So those two niggas, like the kids and the parents, they just had nothing to do with it at all? They wasn't even having an affair? Or what? Or were they still having an affair? She found out about the affair. She like, nah, this nigga gotta go. But then again, though, nah, what the fuck? Because it's like, you could have... What? Bro, so this whole time, you sitting over here, you got... Man... Chat. Words that ass can't describe how I'm feeling. Bro, this entire time, I'm thinking this nigga on some nut shit. Oh, this nigga gonna kill... He did, but it wasn't crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy. That's so crazy. That is the craziest true crime video I probably ever watched in my life, bro. Right next to the one with the Asian parents, bro. With the daughter, she started dating this dude, and then she put a hit out on her parents, and then the mom survived. Oh my god, yo, I'm telling y'all, bro. True crime, yo, send me more true crime videos to react to. Whoever sent that shit, W, bro. I ain't gonna lie, W video to send, bro. W video to send.